having a place to put stuff is just about as good as it gets. Out of this stack right here, they were down. Pencil you out a time and just get it done. So you've got a space inside your workshop or garage or maybe in your basement where you need some shelves or a place where you could put some shelves, but you don't have any shelves. I'm gonna try to show you how to solve that problem. Step number one for solving that problem, and this is probably the most important step, is you and I, we've got to commit. Well, it's just got to be a priority. I think what we need to do is pencil out a day, a half a day, however long we think it's going to take us, and then add a little bit of time to that. But pencil out a time and say, okay, I'm not doing anything else. I'm going to get this cleaned up. I'm going to get some shelves put in there, and then I'm going to make space. Nothing else on the calendar. This is what I'm going to do. Now, in my situation here, I'm very fortunate in that I've got this space. Built this work table a few weeks ago. It has been covered slap up. Couldn't even see it. I've got it cleaned off now, still got a few things on the wall, but I need to get shelves right here. You may have a space like that in your garage, in your basement, in your mom's outbuilding, wherever it may be, but you know, this space is not being used. It's great storage, maybe the best storage in your building, but if we don't have anywhere to put things, well, we don't have anywhere to put things. So number one is making a commitment, penciling out a time. Okay, I'm going to do this and nothing else. This takes priority. Tell your wife, your children, grandma, grandpa, the guys down at the cafe, guys, I can't play golf today. I can't go hunting. I know the turkeys are out there, but I can't go because I'm building shelves. So now that I've committed, how am I going to build it? The way I look at this as a builder or carpenter, I look at it and I say, the world is my oyster. I can build whatever I want to build. Now that I've committed to do it and I'm starting to clean off and I'm making a space, I know I'm going to put shelves here. How do I build the shelves? If you've got any materials laying around, in order to save money, just use what you've got and build it the way you want to. Whatever you're storing on there, however you want to do it, do it. It probably would help most people, if you'd sit down, take your measurements and draw you out a thumbnail sketch of what you're going to do. And that way, when you get into it, you don't have to tear something apart. Because that's the last thing you want to do is build something and say, whoops, and then have to tear it apart and start over. You just want to avoid that at all costs. You want to do it right the first time. So for most people, it would be helpful to draw you out a sketch. What I did, you might find helpful, is I scratched on this pad my basic diagram of how I'm going to be building these shelves here. There's a few tools you're going to need. Probably you're going to need a level. It's going to be a good idea if you have some kind of a square. Obviously, you're going to need a tape measure. You're going to need a pencil and probably some kind of a drill. Either a drill for making holes or a drill for putting in your fasteners or a hammer and nails, however you're putting it together, whatever you have at your disposal. You're going to need your materials, whatever kind of materials you're using. I sawed this up several weeks ago. I don't know how many weeks ago, but it's been air drying and it's pretty dry. I haven't checked the moisture in it. Let me get a moisture meter and let's see what we're going to be dealing with. Pulled the boards that we're going to be using out of this stack right here. You know, not the most beautiful stack in the world. I'm just curious what the moisture is. 6.8%, 9.9, 8.1, 7.1. This has all been air drying. As far as I'm concerned, we're good to go. But you may be using 3/4 plywood, you may be using barn wood, whatever you're using. The key to our success of our shelves is we don't want them to sag. So whatever amount of weight we're going to be putting on them, they need to be adequate to carry that weight. Probably a good idea to know or what you have planned to stack on those shelves. Most of this is going to be hand tools. This is sort of a sharpening center and a place to work on small mechanic parts. Now I transferred this little thumbnail sketch over to the walls, and I have lines here, 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 and here where shelves are going to go. I don't know about you, but I don't have 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or a whole week or 2 weeks to be building fancy cabinet shelves that's going to house every individual little. I just don't have time to do that. I do have time, Lord willing, to get these shelves in. The sun's a little bit lower in the sky, but we've been working on this project, and it's something that, like we said, you know, you got to set up your mind and get to it. And if you got a situation where you need to get some shelves, pencil you out a time and just get it done. Let me show you what we got. Now, everything's not in order, but it's in better order than it was. So with just a couple of hours, and of course having the material is a great blessing, but starting to get some things sort of organized and in place. And in my opinion, if you're going to build shelves, if you got a place to build shelves and you're going to build shelves, build it for you and build it for what you're going to be putting on it, and you'll be happy with it. If you got a plan, then it's going to save you a whole lot of time. Everything just comes together, you fasten it up, and then you go fishing or go look for dinner or whatever it is that you enjoy doing. Maybe go watch YouTube or something. I don't know. Appreciate you joining me on this little shelf build, and maybe some little something. That's all it takes sometimes. You just see some little something and you say, there's my idea. That's what I'm going to do. I don't know. But if I've done something that helped you, it's been a help to me. And friend, I'll see you in the next one.
There's a man around the corner, he's been asking me for change, and I could use some. Think I could use some sometimes. All these things slow me down, like the concrete that's been sticking to the bottom of my shoes. Soles worn and tired have started wearing through. I can feel them heavier now. There's a hole here in my pocket, it reminds me of the ways I am hungry.